Bye, Trudy. Welcome to India. I literally feel like I've woken up in another planet. After spending the past 4 years driving around the world in our UK van, and with the world being the way it is nowadays, we've had to ship our van more times than we'd like. Which isn't great because the shipping process is one of the more stressful parts of the expedition.
Oh my god, what are you doing?
No! But after driving back to Malaysia, we're about to do it all over again, and the next chapter of the adventure is about to begin. There are no foreign lands, it is the traveller only who is foreign. Robert Louis Stevenson. Good morning. Welcome back to Kuala Lumpur. I never actually thought I would be saying welcome back to Kuala Lumpur on this trip, and it feels completely bizarre that this is the same flat that we started in with Molly all those months ago when we arrived here in Kuala Lumpur. But today is a very important day for us. It's the beginning of the next leg of the adventure. This morning we have to go and collect Trudy and drop her off at the shipping port to be shipped to Kolkata, India. I can't even believe I'm saying that out loud, but that is what we have to do.
Sorry, did you say Kolkata in India?
That'd be good driving, Marianne, wouldn't it? But yeah, before we jump in a taxi to go and pick Trudy up, we need to go and get some cash up because I'm completely out. And I think it would be rude not to have a roti to start the day. Selamat pagi. It's another beautiful sunny day here in Malaysia. It's nice that last time we were here it was rainy season, and the rainy season has finished now, and most of the days in the evenings are beautiful blue sky. So it's about a 15-minute walk to the ATM. We did try and go in the shopping mall here, but unfortunately the one machine in there didn't take my card, so we thought we'd take advantage of the walk because the ATM is almost next to the roti shop that we go for breakfast. Plus at this time in the morning, it's like 7:45. It's not so hot. It's the best time to come out. All done. So we've got cash for breakfast now. But if you do go to an ATM and you find your card doesn't work, don't panic, just try another one. I just went to Maybank. Seems to work good with Revolut, which is what we use when we're traveling. Roti time. Actually, this makes me answer the question. There's a couple of you that say to me I'm pronouncing roti canai wrong, and you're saying it should be pronounced roti. How do you call this one? Roti canai. Oh, okay, terima kasih. So to all the Malaysians out there, all the Malaysians here in KL that I've asked, and from when I lived in Singapore, it's roti canai. Selamat pagi. If you're wondering where Trudy is, when we arrived back in Malaysia, we dropped her off at a large camper company so they could improve her security for shipping. We've had items stolen before on previous shippings, and with our changed route, we're going to have to ship a few more times. We've arrived back at Camper V. Only took about just over an hour. Not bad for just after rush hour traffic. There she is.
And if you're wondering why the windscreen wipers are up, it's because it gets so hot that they melt to the windscreen, so they tend to leave them up to make sure that doesn't happen.
Looking good. Oh, we got the lock on the side door. That's great. Okay, so we've We want to secure Trudy's back for shipping. We've got a couple of locks on the side door and back door.
Like that.
Ah,
Then take out.
that's great.
Okay.
The guys have built a partition that's going to go behind Trudy's front seats so that when we ship her, they won't have access to the back. Because we've got quite a few shipping routes to do between now and home. Oh, it's good thick wood, strong.
Yeah.
If you want to ship your car, just put your
Seats forward a little bit. So they've got this runner here. Got a runner on the floor, and then it slides across. That's great. Nice, very nice. Looking sexy. Oh, you did good. We're all done. We've given Trudy a bit of a tidy up. We've packed all our paper ready for India. She's ready for shipping. We're ready to hit the road. But before we drop her off at the port, Sham's recommending an aircon place just down the road. So we're going to see if we can regas or do something to Trudy's aircon to make it better for us. Because when we get to India, it's going to be their hot season.
It is indeed, but we've got this.
So yeah, that's a good job done getting that protected behind the seats here. We're actually shipping to India by flat rack like we did from Korea, which means that we get to keep the keys. But when we ship from India to wherever we end up going, we don't know. Any means, we'll get home somehow. This is the last day of driving here in Malaysia.
Yeah, I've loved driving around. It's been great fun.
So over the last few days while we've been based in KL, we've got ourselves organised. We've got our Indian visas, but we still have to book a flight out of India before we fly. And we haven't quite worked out the dates and the plan for that yet. So there's still a bit to sort out. Auto aircon accessories, that's the one. Does it make sense?
the quantity of the gas.
Oh. They checked the level of our aircon gas and then topped it up for us as it was a bit low. It's been quite a while since we last had it serviced. If you're wondering why we didn't go to Australia, we've just taken part of the dashboard off and we've still got a bit of Baja dust. Australia has some of the strictest import regulations in the world, and we were warned that if the authorities found one speck of dirt, she would be refused entry. After driving on many dirt and sand roads, it would be impossible for us to clean her to that standard.
We are coming to Australia and New Zealand because we have friends and family there, but this is just one section of a whole van.
That's what Trudy's dashboard looks like. Basically, we're just cutting a bit of the back of the dashboard to get to the coil of the aircon to clean it. Okay, we got the air filter out.
We don't have like a proper air filter, there's like a coil thing. So he's taken it off to clean it and he's pulled out some leaves and stuff. He's also unwrapped one of the wires. It's a bit melted.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but so he's making sure the wires don't touch.
Oh, that's a good job, otherwise we have a fire. I think it was pretty successful. We don't actually have time. They wanted to flush the whole system and redo the oil, but it was going to take an hour and a half, and we have to get to meet Abel to drop Trudy off. This is definitely much more powerful. The cleanup has worked.
Very
so
good.
Good job. Right, sit back, relax. We have about an hour and a half's drive to Port Klang. Thanks, guys.
See you again. Bye.
It's great to have managed to get our aircon serviced before we leave, because we'll be arriving in India at the start of their hot season, and temperatures can go up to the high 40s. Now 3:15, looks like rush hour has started on the other side because it is absolutely rammed. We've arrived. I opened the door and nearly went straight down a storm drain. Hello. Nice to see you. How you doing, my friend? You alright? Okay, it's all good. We just had a quick cheeky bit of lunch, even though it's like 4:30, and we're going to follow Abel back to his place. We're going to leave the van there. They're going to load it up Sunday or Monday, and then we just need to get the carnet back this week. Bye, Trudy.
Yeah, for 10 days, don't wait.
10 days, we see you in Kolkata, hopefully. We do the new locks. Okay, my friend, thank you very much.
All right, see you again.
We'll see you next time we come. Okay, so let's give you a quick update. Trudy's dropped off at the port. We know that. We've been busy trying to do the paperwork and coordinating with the Indian shipping agent in Kolkata. And Marianne's just got a text from him. What does it say?
I've just been sent a list of 13 documents to provide.
13.
13. Like basic things like the bill of lading, self-declaration form. I've also got to send a letter clarifying that the carnet de passage, which is in my name, to confirm that that is my carnet.
Huh?
Exactly.
But they've got copies of your passports and stuff anyway.
Yeah, so I'm asking each party, the Malaysian side and the Indian side, to clarify which documents they're supposed to be organising, and then at that point I will add in.
As we said, the shipping process can be confusing and complicated, and the conditions can vary from country to country. We went through the long list of requirements to try and figure out exactly what they needed.
So we also need to book our outward flight from India to somewhere else. The problem is we don't actually know the dates of the onward shipping from India. So I think what we're going to do is just try and book the cheapest flight that we can find. And if we can't cancel it and we lose the money, it's a small amount, because that then gives us the flexibility to book the onward flight at our own leisure rather than paying a long haul flight now and then realizing that we can't change it, or there's big fees to cancel it or change it or amend it. And we've only got 2 days until we go to India. Today is the day. It is the end of our adventure here in Malaysia, Thailand, and this part of the world. Because tonight we are heading to India. We have a flight booked at nearly 11 o'clock tonight to Kolkata. What do you reckon of that, love?
I think that's very good planning. We always tell everyone, make sure you arrive in the morning or lunchtime so you're safely tucked up in your hotel. But the idea of arriving in Kolkata in the middle of the day, from all the stories we've heard, we think that arriving at 2 in the morning might be better.
Although to be fair, there is only one flight per day with AirAsia from KL, and it is just before 11 o'clock. Okay, that's a good start. We put the grab order in and it's literally like 1 minute away. Hi. Maybe you're going to India. You're going to be driving in Kolkata soon.
I don't want to talk about it yet. I've had a few comments saying, you think you're brave driving around Thailand, wait till you go to a country like India. Well, surprise! When that comment come through, we hadn't announced that we were shipping to India, so I'm excited to see how my driving stacks up to the expectations of those critics out there.
I think we might be clinically insane. What do you reckon?
That's it, we're off. It's time to leave Malaysia again. This time we're heading to a new country, one we've never been to before. I wonder what the next leg of the adventure will hold for us.
Terima kasih, thank you very much. We're in the right terminal, yes.
Where?
Kolkata, 10:55. So we just found they got this free weighing station, which is great, but my bag is 1.5 kilos over.
Okay, take yours off.
Oh, 7.2. Okay, we've rejiggled. It's all good. It's because there's like computers and cameras and stuff. You don't want to leave them in your checked bag because they might get damaged. Right. You ready to go to India?
The plane's there.
Our seats in the house, right at the front.
You've got plenty of leg room here.
I have. I got the best leg room ever.
We sat waiting for everyone to board. In a short while, we'll be landing in Kolkata, one of India's megacities, in the middle of the night. Not ideal. For safety reasons, we don't normally plan to arrive at night, but there's only one AirAsia flight per day. Being dinner time, I couldn't resist one last portion of chicken rice.
Thank you, terima kasih. Thank you. There you go, baby. Welcome to India.
Chaos already.
Another country, another chapter, another mad chapter. Plan B begins. It's 2:40 in the morning, Malaysian time, and it's warm.
It is warm.
Okay, we got the bags.
We're in India.
I know. We've ordered an Uber. We were gonna go to the ATM to get some cash out. There isn't an ATM in the airport. It's on the departure side, so we'll have to go to the city tomorrow. It's quieter arriving at this time of night.
Honestly, I think that's definitely a tip to come to Kolkata. Come at like 2 in the morning. There's not that many people here. Pick up in 2 minutes.
Oh, we've got cool music going too.
We've got music going, we've got it all going on.
First night in India. Hi, how are you?
We set off on the 30-minute drive to the hotel, which we'd booked online. Arriving in the middle of the night, I thought at least there would be no traffic. However, it still looks pretty busy. I guess Kolkata never sleeps. Looking out of the window, I can tell that this is going to be a very different experience to the ones that we've already had.
Okay, we've arrived at the hotel, but I don't understand why it's all locked. Is there not a front? Is this the front?
I don't understand.
We called the hotel yesterday to tell them that we'll be arriving in the early hours, and they said it wouldn't be a problem.
It's all dark and closed, and where is everybody? What kind of hotel is that? There's a lot of mosquitoes. Oh. Maybe we have to call them, or...
I've tried, I cannot call them.
We have reservation here.
Yeah.
Can we come in?
Can we come in?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. Okay, 4th floor.
If we get stuck in here because we're overweight, I'm sleeping. I don't care if it's a lift.
What a start.
Oh,
Oh my god. Far exit's blocked. Oh my god. We're in. The room is okay.
that was the
But my
maddest.
god.
The bed's so hard.
We're not normally ones to complain, as you know. We're very easygoing. But we just came to get into bed. And the bed sheet is covered in hairs. It hasn't been changed since the last guest. Marianne's just gone down and there's a bug in the bed. Yeah, that's not okay. It's not okay, is it, when you're paying for a hotel room?
Marianne asked if we could either change room or get clean bedding, but they said no. We stayed up looking for another hotel to move to the next day and discovered that the hotel's internet wasn't working. Luckily, our faithful Connect PLS hotspot did.
Oh my god. We're in India. I literally feel like I've woken up in another planet.
In a different world.
It's not a dream, love. We're here.
We are.
What? I'm actually a bit speechless this morning, but there you go. That's the view out of our hotel window. Genuinely feel like I've just entered another world. The rubbish, I can't, my brain, doesn't matter how you try and not talk about the rubbish, there's a lot of rubbish.
They do say that India is a country of extreme poverty, and extreme wealth is part of that, isn't it? And I think we're witnessing it right there from our hotel room.
We decided that after being given a dirty room, seeing the fire exits blocked, and their internet not working, it would make our wait for Trudy much easier if we just moved hotels. So yeah, this is our neighbourhood where we arrived last night. You couldn't actually see anything. You can hear all the horns echoing around the city. You're going to get to horn Trudy a lot.
Trudy's horn is a little bit pathetic.
Ladylike. It's a bit ladylike.
It's a little bit lady pathetic like. She's more of like an ice cream van. Doot doot.
We might be able to buy a bigger horn. Morning. Oh, Google's taking us to a dead end, so we're going to have to try reverse back. Where are we going? What's the name of the place we're going?
LBD, isn't it?
LBD.
It's cool. Hi, we're trying to go to LBD.
Security guard's just giving us directions. Good job. I think that's it. On the right, must be. Okay. Hi. How are you? Oh, very nice. Look. This is so much better. Oh, they've actually upgraded us. They said you can have a bigger room because we're staying for a week. Because Trudy's going to take a week to get here. That's comfy. We got a fridge. The bedroom is lovely. There's aircon. A nice shower. Toilet roll, which we didn't have in the last one. Yeah, this is all good. And they've got room service, and they've got a restaurant. And the manager came up to say, we'll try and help you sort out the faster Wi-Fi.
But if I was watching this right now, my burning question would be, yeah, but you must be paying like 2 or 3 times more. It's the same price.
I know, crazy.
Exactly the same price. And the bed is clean and soft. I love it.
I think in the next episode we're going to be exploring Calcutta before Trudy arrives. Oh, that is a car park.
For Trudy, maybe.
Oh my God. Thanks for joining us. Join us next time as we head into the city and try and show you what Calcutta is really like. I have a feeling that our time in India is going to be quite unique. Subscribe and join us next time as we explore the city whilst waiting for Trudy, our van, to arrive.